Good morning, children. Today we will study geographical importance of Europe. Location. Europe occupies the central position in the northern hemisphere, as you can see in this given map. Asia and Africa is connected with Europe and providing good scope for trade and commerce with all other continents of the world. Development of ports and harbour. The indented coastline or broken coastline favors the development of ports and harbours in Europe. Temperate climate. The mild temperate climate of Europe makes the European people energetic, industrious, as well as active, as Europe is closely connected with seas and oceans. Warm Gulf Stream current. This current flows over the Atlantic Ocean, and this warm current keeps the port ice free and makes the international trade and commerce easy. That helps them to earn foreign money all over the world. Now, natural resources. Fish, salt, etc. are found from seas, rivers, lakes. Then hydel power generation and atomic power generation is also practiced here, along with agricultural fields. Well-developed transport and communication network helps them to increase the trade and commerce of the European country at a large scale. Next is development of industries. Number of industries like paper industry, iron and steel industry, electrical industry, automobile and other engineering industries has developed here. This has made the European country geographically and economically developed. Physical features of Europe. Europe has a variety of landforms or landscapes, and Europe is practically surrounded by oceans and seas. That's why Europe is often called Peninsula of Peninsulas. On the basis of relief and structure, Europe is divided into the northwestern mountains and plateaus, the Great European Plains, the South European Fold Mountains, the Central and Southern Highlands, the Southern River Basins, and the Coastal Plains. Thank you, children. Now we will study the physical features of Europe. At first we will learn about the northwestern mountains and plateaus. It is found in the Scandinavian peninsula, including the peninsulas of Norway and Sweden, British Isles and Iceland. It is made up of hard ancient rocks, and it is an erosional plateau with hills and mountains. This achieves an elevation of about 800 meters, and the coastal parts are broken due to glacial erosion. Mountains like Dovrefjell Mountain, Keolin Mountain, Cheviot Mountain and Mount Hekla are present here. Fjords. Now, what is fjords? A fjord is a deep, narrow and elongated glaciated valley which has been submerged and filled with seawater at places on the coast. It has the steep lands on the three sides and is found as a narrow and deep inlet of the sea. So it is a deep, narrow as well as a elongated, means a long glaciated valley. Glaciated valley means a valley which has been formed by the glacial action, and it has got submerged and filled with seawater at places on the coast. That means along the coastal side, these particular fjord got submerged and filled with seawater. Now it has the steep lands on three sides, and it is found as a narrow as well as deep inlet. Inlet means the place where it is getting connected with the sea or the ocean. As you can see this in this given picture. Now, some examples of fjords are Sogne Fjord and Hardanger Fjord of Europe are the most famous one. The Great European Plains. This plain is stretching from Bay of Biscay in the western side to Ural Mountain in the east, and again from Arctic Ocean in the north to Black Sea in the south. This plain is narrow in the western side and wider in the eastern side. It almost takes a shape of a triangle where the base, that is the wide base, is lying in the eastern side and the apex or the top of the triangle is lying in the western side. And it is not at all flat all over the area. It has undulation or ups and downs formation. Valdai Hill is the most famous hill present here. This plain is washed by various rivers like Seine, Rhine, Weser, Elbe, Vistula, Vina and Pechora, which are flowing in the northern side and draining the English Channel, North Sea, Baltic Sea or Arctic Ocean. Dnieper, Volga and Ural rivers are flowing in the southern direction, and they are drawing or draining the Black Sea and the Caspian Sea. Thank you, children.